March 8, the patio. Hello, so here I am in beautiful Los Angeles on a different patio. It was in the 90s here recently, which is unusual for March, but yes, this is our convent in LA, our beautiful patio here. And I hope later on to give you a view of our hummingbirds. We have a little hummingbird that we call Mussolini because he doesn't let any of the other hummingbirds near his feeder. So hopefully I'll be able to show you that in a moment. So there's Mussolini, the little hummingbird, keeping all the other birdies away.
Did you go?
Oh yeah.
He's not going to let him near.
No, she came.
Oh, she came.
She brought it herself?
Yeah.
Jeff by Garland.
Okay, so this is Desiree, and she is in where?
Canada, Alberta, Canada.
Yay! Okay, so this is real. This is legit. I am in Los Angeles, and she is in Canada. So I have done my duty. We are FaceTiming here, and I actually did meet Desiree very briefly. It was supposed to be somebody we hadn't met yet, but I met her briefly, and we've never met since. So this is we're having our little conversation here, and I haven't actually used FaceTime that much either. So I do more on Skype. So this is fun to. I think it's easier. You just type in the phone number or the email, and off you go. So yeah, so it's very easy. So thank you, Desiree, for agreeing to be part of my class project. Got us framed well? Okay. So this is Dell Williams, my Twitter and Facebook friend. Have we met before today? No. In person? Never. Okay. So, and we're just, we like to go at it about what?
Because she is a Blackhawks fan and I'm a Kings fan. No.
Go Hawks! See? Here we are in LA and there's Hawks fans everywhere. Hawks pride. Okay, so just
Our cup looks nice and shiny.
Okay, they should go back to playing beach volleyball, those guys. Okay, so just quickly, what is the perception different? You can pass around us. Cheese, hi. Okay, I see Julius in forever. Okay, anyway, this is really bad for my class project, but what is the perception here? How did you perceive me, and then the reality?
I think it was. Well, I knew you were kind of funny. You're hilarious. Okay, after the joke last night, but you're exactly how I thought.
Really, you are too. Thank you. So you must be transparent the way you present yourself online, and no fakeness.
Exactly.
Thank you. God bless. Go Hawks. Did you ever meet? Okay, and this is Julian again, of course. So we've known each other for about a year on Twitter.
Yeah, I'd say roughly.
Yeah, and so we're showing our film here, and Blake was very kindly came and talked.
Because of the power of Twitter, for real.
Yes, Twitter. And but not Facebook.
No.
Dell was Facebook and Twitter, but this is just Twitter. And Blake lives in Santa Monica.
Brentwood, yeah.
Brentwood, this church
Go to
in
St. Monica.
And we have a shared life of music and movies and et cetera, et cetera.
It was actually through Scott Derrickson that I met you. Yeah, because he commented on something of yours where you guys were discussing films. And yes. And so I was
his choices. And he was
I'm a big fan of his, and so I was kind of wait, who's this person he's talking to? Because it's always rare as well that you'll see. I'm a filmmaker myself, and it's rare, especially to see other prominent filmmakers discussing theology and stuff like that. So he was like that rare bird where I was like, oh, I'm not alone.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were just a musician.
No, mainly filmmaker.
Filmmaker. I got that all. So this is how we started. So the perception is very. I recognized you, even though your hair was completely different online in your avatar.
Yes.
But I recognized you, and with Dell, the perception's the same. What is your perception of me? Is it what you thought I was going to be?
Yeah, it's on point.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting how we can
But she did come up to me and she knew me by my Twitter handle, which is Blitzkriegel, which
I didn't know
was
his
like
name. I didn't even know his real name.
because my last name's Regal, and so it was like it's weird. It's like when you have this alternate name as well. It's almost like your confirmation name. You know, it's like other name you can call someone by, and so. But that works. I think that ultimately, a name is just it's a word, it's a moniker, but like you still know the person, you still know. And I feel like in many ways with social media today, people are more willing to kind of be themselves almost in that space, where lots of times I'll meet people or people that I know, I'll see stuff of theirs on social media where I'm like, whoa, I know you in person. Like this is a completely different version of you. It's like hyper you compared to like in person. You're much more reserved or much much quieter.
Which they say introverts do a better job actually at networking because they're so much more comfortable doing that. But I think social media in the beginning people were fake and now they're not as fake. People it's hard to keep that up.
Yeah.
I find. And so I'm meeting people and they are just what I thought they were.
I think, and one thing that I think that's a new development that's kind of that's cool, and I'm happy to see, because there was a point where with social media, I felt like it got to an area where you started seeing more like it was more negative. You know, you started seeing sides of people where you were kind of like, whoa, you know. But now I feel like it's now kind of self-policing itself. It's now kind of like people are starting to be more humble, be more respectful, be more conscious of the fact that the world is listening.
Yeah.
You know?
People get shut down. They get kicked off of social media. They're too obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I think one of our biggest problems is Catholics and Christians being nasty online. I still see that, like when they're talking to non-believers or people who don't agree with them. There's like utter nastiness.
Online, in person, to their loved ones. Yeah, it's like you're held accountable.
Yes, I do agree with that. There's one thing I wanted to wrap up. I can't remember what it is, but I'll just videotape myself after. Some point about this, meeting people first time. I don't know, but it is.
Maybe you're going along the lines of like when you meet someone for the first time that you've known on social media. It's almost like that you're not meeting for the first time. Like you have like a history.
You know something about them, but also I find there is a certain amount of pressure for me, like because I know so many people, and like they want you to be fun and witty and clever as you are online. It's like I take a long time to craft those tweets. Like I don't just sit here and spit those out, you know. So I do feel a certain amount of pressure though.
Yeah.
With some people.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because I think people, especially nuns and priests, they like to make you celebrities. Like immediately you're like Father Baron, or like it's like no, I'm just Sister Helena. Like no, I'm not Father Baron. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but there's a certain amount of pressure I think too. Like you wanna live up to whatever people have ideas people have of you, but it may just be you.
Yeah, because Twitter, no matter what, at the end of the day, even though it's your words, it's not a person. It's not like it's not. There is a way to kind of separate the humanity of the individual from what is being produced. And I think that's common with anything. I think it's common with athletes. I think that's common with filmmakers. I think that's common with, you know, anybody that you're looking with that barrier between you and the other. If it's a computer screen, if it's a keyboard, if it's a field, a stadium, a stage, like when you meet a pulpit, when you meet that person, you have that conversation, it's all of a sudden, it's all brought back down to that humanity, the fact that, you know, we, at the end of the day, we are all the same. We are all human. We all, you know, stumble, stand straight, fall down, all the same stuff. So, yeah, and I think we're always
actually, and I do find it's younger people that have those unrealistic expectations. Now that I think of it, because I deal a lot with youth and teens, so. And
then some people just don't grow up, and so some people have those much later in life as well.
It's true.
But it's a good thing. I think ultimately being able to do this is big, and especially in terms of when you live in an area where there's, for instance, I'm sure you talk to people that wouldn't encounter someone of your background and where they are, you know. So it does help to be able to reach out.
Especially on Twitter, because Facebook only lets you see people who think like you.
Yeah.
The algorithm makes sure that you don't see anybody who disagrees with you, whereas Twitter, it's a free-for-all.
Yeah. I actually use Twitter more now, too.
Yeah.
I kind of found Facebook got too creepy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too much information.
Yeah,
it's too
so,
much.
it's very unnatural.
Yeah.
And I was seeing pictures of people's babies, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, I don't know this person.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna, I don't have time to
It starts
congratulate them on their
encouraging
baby.
you to like upload more photos too, and I'm like, no, I'm taking photos down. Like, I don't want to. There doesn't need to be that much more, and there's not that feeling of like you owe it, or like you got to keep feeding
Right.
it, or you gotta, like I think Twitter, it's very acceptable
Yes.
to make a
And
post
to not have
and not post for
pictures.
weeks.
And,
Yeah,
and not have pictures. So
and yeah, I never do selfies or anything. Like my pictures are like the most banal, like funny things. Like I like Mellow Yellow and Peanuts. Like I'm sorry if you just looked at that, but like I know I'm not like I don't do the whole selfie thing like crazy.
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Well, thank you.